electronic devices. When speaking during the meeting, please come to the podium, state your name and address, and speak loudly and clearly. Thank you. Item number 1 on our agenda for today is approval of the agenda. Before we approve the agenda, I would like to modify the agenda, and on item number 4, I have a motion to remove the word, or the sign and action. I'd like to remove those two pieces from item number 4.
Okay,
So is that a second to the motion?
second.
Very good. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Passes 2-0. All right, now I make a motion that we approve the amended agenda.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Item number 2, approval of meeting minutes from June 4th, 2024.
Move it.
Second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Passes 2-0. Item number 3 on the agenda is a financial report. Call on Mr. Dennis Butler for that, please.
This is very easy and simple and short. Our taxable bonds are $4,308,782. That is actually the fund balance that I'm gonna read. Justice Center ARPA funds, $212,253.32. Miscellaneous funds, miscellaneous fund is $82,581.73. We had 3 claims paid out and had some interest come in. And then the Justice Center maintenance, a 20% fund, got a little bit of interest, or $1,205,054.03. Any questions?
No,
Thank you.
none for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, item number 4 on the agenda is discussion on the 2080 agreement between the LEC Authority and Woodbury County, Iowa. Jason Kaminsky, Allers and Cooney Law Firm. Shane, would you like to make some comments on that to begin with, please?
Yeah, so the reason this was tabled from discussion and action is between the Board of Supervisors, the authority, and Jason Kaminsky, the council. There needs to be a few changes to the 2080 agreement. Would like to ask Mr. Moore your availability to have a special meeting next Tuesday, the 25th, because we need to get this approved before July 1st.
Okay,
So if you would be available next Tuesday, we will call a special meeting.
I'll be able to call in, but I won't be on the road when I call in.
Okay. 2 o'clock work for you?
2 o'clock works.
Very good.
So
I'll be part.
we've got a very tight timeline, and this agreement is to basically lend money enough to the authority to help pay for their legal fees, expert witnesses and other things while we pursue the rest of our stuff.
Exactly.
Jody, is there anything else you need to add to that?
No, there is not.
Okay, very good. Any questions?
No, none?
Okay, all right. Thank you, everyone. Item number 5 on the agenda is information and update on the LEC project, and I would call in Shane Albrecht from Baker Group to give us a report, please.
I would like to ask Kevin Ross from GGA to come up to the podium as well, please. Everything's been moving on as far as our different work on PR 49 and stuff out there on the site, making corrections. This was the first time since September of last year that we have not done backwalks or anything else, because we completed most of that stuff the time before. There's still some corrective measures going on out to the site, as well as doing work on PR. Kevin, take that over for you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like Shane said, we're kind of just keeping pace with getting this thing walked through and re-walking stuff. I think most of those items done. Alvin indicated here in a couple of weeks to 4 weeks we'd be able to walk some more of those areas that should be done and wrapped up. And then we did recently issue PR 50 to take care of the last of these sound issues with the HVAC system. So that's in Alvin's court right now, and we're hoping to that all buttoned up. So. Other than that, pretty quiet.
And we did issue CCD 15 last week. CCD 15 is for the work in PR 50, so that work can continue to not delay our project while Houseman works on pricing.
Very good.
Okay, so we're still on schedule for
The end of July is our current schedule.
End of July is correct, okay. Thank you.
Any questions, comments? All right, very good, thank you. We'll move on to item number 6 on the agenda is discussion and planning regarding the LEC open house. And I think we can just have some general discussion today. I don't know, Shane, if you'd like to talk a little bit about that. Shane and I have been talking and just getting a kind of an initial list put together of items that we'll want to cover when we get closer to the time. But I turn it over to Shane Albrecht to make any comments he'd like to.
So one of the things we'd like to talk about is, who do we invite? Okay? So we started through a list with Ron and I just coming up with people we think. The authority, of course, just like groundbreaking, we have all the authority out there. We have a plaque. It has the sheriff's office, the sheriff, of course, the authority members, the architect, contractor, Baker Group, Chief Lingard's listed on that. That plaque goes in the vestibule between the outside and the inside doors. We thought during this open house ceremony that we would install that and let you, Dan, run the drill and we'll help hold it up for you.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Would love to do that.
But we would spend some time doing things like that. So then we talked about who to invite. So the authority members, Board of Supervisors, GGA, Hausman, just trying to walk through who. Of course, the mayor, the city council. We thought about inviting all the mayors from all the Woodbury County communities because this building is for everybody. But we kind of wanted to open this up for talk and then invite our representatives, of course, the media. We would have a short speech from everybody that does, and then we would offer a tour into the building. We still have to work with the sheriff's office as far as what part of the building that we can allow the media into to see, other than the front, general part that the public comes into. But we'll have meetings about that and try to get that set up too. Thought about inviting the governor, and different people to come.
911 board?
We can invite the 911 board, absolutely.
Good
That's
idea.
what-
Good idea.
That's not been on our list, but that's why we wanna have this conversation. Cause our intent is not to miss anybody. We're gonna invite the courts, of course, to come out, just like groundbreaking, invite jail administration to come out, the sheriff's office, county attorney. Everybody that has a representation in the building services, to be part of the dedication and the opening of this building. But this would then give the media a chance to come into the space. We talked about the fact that we might spend some time answering questions, as long as everybody understands ahead of time. The questions can be about the building. Number of rooms, number of jail cells, number of this, nothing to do with litigation or anything else. But if you have general questions about the building, we thought this would be a great time while you're out there. You want to know the number of courtrooms, the number of seats per courtroom, things like that. Number of offices in the sheriff's office. You can ask all kinds of questions like that, and Kenny would love to get you answers to all those questions.
And then we've also talked about, with the folks that are there that day, having tours available. So we would have a number of people that are knowledgeable in the building that could actually lead smaller groups through the building to give them information on the building.
What's your thought?
I think the Iowa Attorney General as well.
Okay.
Good idea.
And I'd really like to have the U.S. Attorney General, but I don't know if we can pull that
Would
off.
you write down those two?
Yes, okay.
United States Attorney General?
Yeah, we can invite him too. Iowa Attorney General, the United States Attorney General, and the 911 board. Just-
Marshals? U.S. Marshal?
That's a good point.
What city are they out of?
Cedar Rapids?
Yeah, or do the Cedar Rapids.
Okay.
The Northern District's in Cedar Rapids.
Kind of between now and, we probably won't do anything with this on the 25th meeting, but our next regular scheduled meeting, we'll have further discussion and add items that anyone's thought of.
Okay,
I mean, does that sound good to you, Dean, about having,
yeah,
inviting all these people and stuff?
definitely.
Okay.
We thought we would offer you or Mayor Scott to be able to speak for the council, okay?
Sounds good.
Because for everybody's knowledge, it's very important, our partnership with the city to get this building done, so we don't want to ever forget that.
Okay, no, that sounds real
Without a
good.
doubt.
And we should add on there, I'm sorry, we should have the city attorney inviting him out too, because
Yes,
he does have an office
he
there.
has an office, yes.
And this would be the first chance for him to see where his office is.
City manager.
Yeah. Why not?
What?
City manager?
Is there any more you really want to talk about there?
No, I think just I wanted us to open the discussion and be thinking about it, and again, at our next meeting, we'll have further discussion on it.
Will that be in between the, when the facility's completed and before they move in?
What we
Is
thought
that
was, let's just say end of July, Houseman's done, so let's just pick a date. Houseman gets done July 29th, okay? Kenny and Kitty's people and WCICC and everybody else has about 3 to 4 week window where they need to get TVs mounted and the stuff ready to, for you guys to occupy. We thought that would be a great time during that transition period, because to get these people here, we gotta pick a date, 6 weeks out, so we have time for them to hit their schedules. We found with the open house we did for the courthouse, if you ask the governor's office anything farther out than 6 weeks, they won't commit to it, because we thought it was good giving them a big heads up. They lock their schedule when they start about 6 weeks from the event. So doing things like that.
Sounds good.
Very good. We're gonna do in the press release.
Yeah. So. There's a nice lady behind you that I know that I want. Need more? Need more? All right. You can have mine when I finish reading it.
Read it. That's all I need.
So, June 18th, press release for immediate release. The authority continues to focus continues to be working with Hausman Construction and Goldberg Group on the completion of the project. PR 47 was issued on April 11, 2024, and this is for work on elevator 6. On April 15th, the authority issued CCD 12 for the work under PR 47 on elevator 6, which allows the work to start when pricing is negotiated with Hausman. PR 48 was issued on April 17th, and this is for work on fan power boxes on ASI 10. On April 19th, 2024, the authority issued CCD 13 for work under PR 48 on ASI 10 mechanical issues. Issuing the CCD allows for work to start when pricing is negotiated with Hausman Construction. PR 49 was issued on Wednesday, May 15th. PR 49 was issued on Friday, May 17th, 2024. CCD 14 was issued on Saturday, May 18th. Allows work to start while pricing is negotiated with Hausman Construction. PR 49R removes PR 46 from PR 49. PR 46 added missing ventilation to room 0046, which is down in the county attorney's space. It's an IT closet. The missing ventilation will be dealt with after the building opens because of cost and time constraints. PR 49R replaces ASI 10, PR 42, RFI 551, PR 42R, PR 43, PR 45, PR 48, ASI 11, and RFI 581. The authority's position is additional work on the mechanical system, including additional coils and replacement of certain control and balancing valves, as well as changing out of fan power boxes and adding of a BAV box to booking and intake is due to errors on the part of the mechanical engineering services provided by Goldberg Group's engineering consultant, Introva. The equipment, once received, will take about 3 weeks to install. The system cannot be completely balanced and commissioned until the valves and fan power boxes are installed and the ceilings reinstalled. PR50 was issued on Wednesday, June 12th. PR50 will fix the NC levels in master control and secondary housing control, both first and second floor. The NC levels are currently at 60 in these areas and especially calling for 35. CCD 15 was issued on Thursday, June 13th, 2024 for work associated with PR50. The authority is issuing this press release to our continued commitment to keep the public apprised of changes regarding the substantial completion date. As noted in our latest press release, based on current information known to the authority continues to believe the substantial completion date will be the end of July 2024. The authority and the county continue to be damaged by the law enforcement center project being delayed. The authority and its council continue to assess its additional costs and damages on the project caused by actions, inactions, or concurrent delays by Hausman, Goldberg, and Goldberg's engineer, Introva, and will hold the responsible parties liable for such additional costs and damages. So ends the reading.
Okay, thank you. Item number 7, public concerns. Seeing none. Item number 8, authority board member concerns.
I just have one that's in directly in for Kenny, I think, on what you've had to do to the current facility as far as making any additional acquisitions for the HVAC.
I haven't done any.
Do you think you'll be able to get by? Or is that remain to be seen?
I think we're living dangerously. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
I don't think we're on our own.
We live in precariously.
Yes.
Well,
We
there was some
have,
discussion about that at an earlier
Yes.
authority meeting. I just wondered how.
That compressor, we did buy new compressors, right?
Yeah.
We have that, okay.
we had 2 down, we repaired one. Another one needs to be replaced. We did not replace it. We had a leak in our system here about 2 weeks ago and incurred some costs to repair that. And we repaired it, but we are still 1 compressor down, so if we lose another compressor, we're gonna be hurting.
You ready for a silly question then? Is there anything that you would acquire for the current facility that could eventually be used as backup or something in the new? Or it's just completely
No.
like a compressor?
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're completely different.
The technology in the old building to the new building is not even close.
It's not even apples to oranges.
It's
Thanks,
right,
Ken.
right now
Thanks,
it's,
Kenny.
it's an apple to like a Yugo.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right, I have no concerns if you have no others. Okay, we move on to item number 9, which is our closed session, and that will begin at 2:30, please. Thank you.